ended a distinguished career, losing his title, the WBA lightweight crown, to Livingstone Bramble. And we may see something similar here today. Hello, everybody. I'm Tim Ryan here at the Reno Lawler Event Center. And today, of course, we have already got a little bit of a controversy going with the fight between Alexis Arguello and Bill Costello. What has happened is that the Costello camp objected to the hand wraps that Arguello was applying to himself. Unlike some other boxers who rely on their trainers to do it, Alexis told us that he has been doing it himself for his entire 20-year career. However, the objection was that he had applied tape to his hand first and then gauze on top, and the Nevada Commission supported the complaint of the Costello camp. And you see Alexis here just a few minutes ago taking that hand wrap off and having to start over again. And at one point when we were there, he said, "I'm not going ahead with the fight." He has since been solaced somewhat and is now wrapping his hands once more, and presumably and hopefully we're going to see him in one of the most highly anticipated bouts of the year. Alexis Arguello going for his 80th professional win, and hopefully for him a shot at a 4th world championship, and that is unprecedented in boxing. Bill Costello, on the other hand, is also making a comeback. He still can't believe he lost his WBC super lightweight crown to Lonnie Smith last August, and he wants an opportunity to win it again. He's certain he can stop the comeback of Alexis Arguello. Well, also today, you're going to see Billy Olson as he extended the frontier to new heights in the pole vault, and also Evelyn Ashford back from a maternity leave. We'll see her in her first race of the year, and of course the Meadowlands Mile featuring former WBC super lightweight champion, hoping to regain his crown that he lost to Lonnie Smith last August. Alexis Arguello, at the age of 33, hoping to come back after 2 years out of the ring. He's got 1 victory since that time and is headed, he hopes, to an unprecedented 4th world title. And our boxing match in Reno is coming up after these words from your local stations.
This is CBS.
And Bill Costello. 2 fighters have each taken a different road to the top, and they've also had a different but equally swift fall from grace. Each one of their stories has a particular fighter's call to glory. Alexis Arguello, he was a champion's champion who relished keeping a high profile. Bill Costello, his following was loyal and enthusiastic. A talented club fighter, Costello competed for attention in the Catskills, where the headliners have names like Shecky and Buddy. For Alexis Arguello, the trek to the top began in local neighborhood rings in and around his native Managua, Nicaragua. He had 3 world titles and an adoring family. He was as American a hero as Ray Mancini, but life in the fast lane took its toll. He turned to drugs.
To be honest, yes. You know, and I think it's the biggest mistake that I've made in my life, and I don't want to repeat it.
Meanwhile, in upstate New York, Bill Costello also knows about mistakes he wouldn't want to repeat. He was once jailed as a juvenile delinquent, but he became a model citizen in the river community of Kingston. He's a hometown hero. It was here that Bill Costello defended his title against the challenge of #1 contender Ronnie Shields. But 13 months later, an unknown named Lonnie Smith stunned Costello, knocking him out in the 8th round. The perfect record was gone, and with it, the championship belt Costello had worn for more than a year and a half. But Costello picked himself up and soon was able to hear once more the familiar refrain.
7 seconds of the second round.
Arguello is next, and Costello has him measured.
Alexis fought Pat Jefferson. I sparred with him and knocked him out in 1 round, 14-ounce gloves on, so he didn't impress me at all. So when Arguello comes on, which he's going to fight me, and believe me, after that fight, he will not be no good no more. I guarantee it.
Well, that's Billy Costello, a somewhat angry and bitter young man. That's not his normal personality. He is upset at the notion that this is the Alexis Arguello show, and as you heard earlier, he's already complained about the hand wraps. Well, we had a chance to talk to both boxers yesterday to assess their moods and what they think will happen here today.
The biggest difference between all fighters when they're around 16, 17 years is they slow down. The reflexes go. They're not the same. You know, the mind tells them to do something, but it doesn't react that well. And that's what happened to Alexis.
The reflex is still there. I feel really, you know, I think my advantage is I could say like this. If I was 19 years old, I wish I could have the knowledge that I have now.
Well, I lost to a young guy who was, I figure, is not my caliber fighter after beating 3 champions myself. And then to fight Alexis, who was, I consider, an older man, but a gentleman. And if I lose to him, what is the sense of me staying in boxing? There's no sense.
I haven't thought about losing, to be honest, let me tell you.
Well, Alexis Arguello appearing confident there, a little angry earlier when they made him change his hand wraps. I've been joined at ringside by Gil Clancy. And Gil, hard to pick a winner in this fight. I think maybe the one who has the least psychic bruises. What about the physical matchup?
Well, Tim, they both prepared well for this fight. They're both in excellent condition. They're both big, big punches. It's just going to be a matter of which guy is motivated the most. And the motivation is there. It's desperation, as a matter of fact. It's a must-win for both fighters. There are a couple of keys that we should look for. Arguello is going to have to use the ring, move around. He's going to try to keep Billy Costello off him. Costello's going to try to move him into the corners against the ropes and bang away. Tim, I look for the fact that whoever can take the better punch is going to win this fight. And watch for action in the first round after that controversy in the dressing room.
Yes, I would think the way these two young men have prepared today, we're waiting for Arguello's entrance to the ring. Even that was a source of controversy because Billy Costello wanted to be the last into the ring, and he was scheduled to be the first into the ring. Well, he won that little Pyrrhic victory, so we're told, but no appearance yet by Arguello. Whether that's a delay because of the hand wrapping or not, I don't know. But oftentimes, as you point out in the first round, Gil, when two fighters come in and there's an awful lot at stake, a lot of tension, that can produce an early knockout, something we probably wouldn't expect in this fight.
Tim, I would expect it perhaps in this fight because they're both tight as a drum. And when you get hit when you're tight, you go.
Well, Billy Costello is making his entrance first. Now, that may be because of the extra time required to get Alexis Arguello's hands wrapped in accordance to the Nevada Boxing Commission rules. So here comes Billy Costello, and we are pleased on his behalf to hear some recognition for him from the crowd here, because certainly his perception that the crowd favorite will be Arguello. And we'll be back with round number one after these words from your local stations. We are back at ringside in Reno, Nevada, and Bill Costello has appeared at the corners and has not yet come up the stairs. He's got a cheerleader from his hometown of Kingston, New York, Uncle Willie, to lead him into the ring. And now Arguello, who was taking his time leaving his dressing room, is now on his way in and is getting the response from the crowd that we expected, and exactly the response that Billy Costello expected. Arguello will be the crowd favorite here. The former three-time world champion, out for 2 years after the devastating losses to Aaron Pryor, a 2-year bout that cost him a bout with drugs, among other things, and lost all of his financial wherewithal, and is literally starting over again in terms of his financial career as a boxer at age 33. Alexis Arguello in the ring, scoring here in Nevada. They'll be on the 10-point must system, and will be done by 3 judges at ringside. Dave Moretti from Las Vegas, Doug Tucker, and Keith McDonald from Reno. And the combatants have finally assembled in the ring here after a somewhat controversial couple of hours in the pre-fight time here at the Lawler Event Center in Reno. We are live, Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy. There's the former WBC super lightweight champ, Bill Costello. And let's go to our ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lawler Event Center in Reno, Nevada. Our main event this afternoon is a 10-round junior welterweight bout. Our referee is Mills Lane. In the red corner from Kingston, New York, weighing in at 144 pounds, with a record of 31 wins, only 1 loss, 18 wins by way of knockout. The former super lightweight boxing champion of the world, Bill Costello. Blue corner from Managua, Nicaragua, weighing in at 143 pounds, a record of 79 wins, only 6 losses, 64 wins by way of knockout. Here's the former 3-time world champion, Alexis Arguello.
Alexis Arguello and Billy Costello, and if you talk about a crossroads fight. This has to be it for these two young men, old in terms of boxing age. We must point out that Costello is approaching 30, so he's not exactly a youngster. He didn't start his pro career until he was 19, but actually his boxing career as an amateur when he was 19. Arguello, of course, at age 33, you have to wonder about his physical condition and stamina, how he'll hold up. He has looked in superior condition during his training. And there's the tale of the tape.
Tim, the thing you have to realize is Arguello's been fighting for 16 years.
Costello weighing in at 144, and Costello at 144, and Arguello at 143, and we're underway in round number 1. Bill's Lane, the referee. Arguello in the dark blue trunks, and Costello in white.
He's on the headset. Hey, Rick.
Well, Tim, so there goes Costello. That's what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to press Arguello and make a war out of it, Tim. Can't let Arguello get set.
Arguello's style, familiar. Stalking, classic, straight-up boxing style. Costello showed a good boxing technique in his win over Ronnie Shields, defending his crown for the first time. But known prior to that primarily as a slugger, club fighter style, come out and brawl with you, and it worked for him. He was undefeated until he lost to Lonnie Smith.
But Tim, so far, Costello is fighting the kind of fight I didn't expect out of him. He's doing the backing up, and he's doing the circling.
Missed with 2 left hooks. Arguello's reflexes, something that have been under discussion, showing well there as he forced Costello to miss, and Costello misses with a right hand down the pipe.
Tim, he just missed that right hand.
Talking to Eddie Futch about Alexis Arguello's defense in the Pat Jefferson fight, he says if he does as well against Costello, he should win handily. But of course, Jefferson is not Bill Costello. Jefferson, the man he beat in his comeback fight.
Costello has already hit Arguello with more punches than Jefferson did in the entire fight.
But so far, no telling impact.
I'm waiting for the first time that Arguello hits Costello with a good shot on the chin. Let's see how he takes it after the Lonnie Smith thing.
Under a minute to go in round number 1. This is scheduled for 10. 143-pound weight limit was agreed upon by both camps. Good exchange there. And a good left to the ear by Arguello. Good combination by Costello scores. And Arguello missing with now lands a left hook as Costello backed away. That stung him. Under the 30-second mark we go in round 1. Left to the ear from Costello.
He's allowing Arguello to get set, though, Tim. That could be dangerous.
And again, Costello missing as Arguello ducked under him. We're in the final seconds of round 1. Good body shots by Costello. Two. Bill Costello in white, Alexis Arguello in blue. And it looked like they had worked over the right eye of Alexis Arguello somewhat. We did not see a cut there. It may have just been a little swelling. We'll try and get a closer look at it here during round 2. Right hand by Arguello.
Tim, Costello has landed some solid punches in round 1, and Arguello is starting to show the effects of them.
Arguello keeps coming straight ahead.
Costello is obviously the faster of the two, Tim. He has faster hands. Arguello's going to have to land the big punch to win this fight.
Solid left jab by Arguello. Got Costello's attention. Costello with a right hand counter missed. So the pattern so far, Arguello the stalker, Costello the counterpuncher. And there's a good left by Costello. Right hand lead landed by Arguello. Good combination by Costello.
I I like the way Costello lashes back when he gets hit or even slips a punch and misses, Tim. He's really charged up for this fight.
Billy Costello, who actually retired after losing his title to Lonnie Smith. The retirement lasted 6 days. He said he was embarrassed by the loss. Wants the title back. Lonnie Smith may have something to say about that, of course. He is the champion, and he's fighting Renny Arredondo in a couple of weeks. Good left hand landed by Costello.
But he's still allowing Arguello to get set, Tim. I think he can push those old legs back right about now.
Right hand lead just missed. Under a minute to go. Round 2. 33-year-old Alexis Arguello. Certainly as fine-tuned as any 33-year-old man can be, but a little slower is to be expected. Both hand speed. Movement we'll see. Solid shot landed by Costello. Another one, a right hand lead.
Arguello's reflexes don't look to be there, Tim.
That was the big question mark in the fight. He got away with him against young Pat Jefferson in his comeback fight. 5-round knockout by Arguello. But as we said, of course, this is a former world champion, Billy Costello. Good body shots by Arguello. Under the 30-second mark. Good right hand over the top by Arguello.
And Costello is breathing heavily already, Tim.
Final seconds of round number 2. Grueling 2 rounds. Round number 3 live from the Lawler Event Center in Reno, Nevada. Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy watching 2 former champions. Alexis Arguello in blue, Costello in white. Remember, prior to the fight, a dispute over the hand wrapping on Alexis Arguello. At one point, he threatened to not go through with the fight, was talked into continuing by his second, Don Kahn. And you have to wonder about all of the effects of the mental warfare that's been going on.
Tim, anytime Costello wants to hit Arguello, he can hit him. If he just keeps moving his hands, it's no contest.
Arguello continuing to stalk, and Costello looking a little more relaxed as the fight progresses. We're in the 3rd round. Costello has said, if I can't beat this old man, I should retire. Alexis Arguello speaking with equal confidence.
That's a mistake that Costello makes. He just waits on the ropes. He doesn't have to do that. He can back this Arguello. There's a good left hook by Costello.
Costello bringing it up from underneath and now banging to the body of Arguello. That will certainly test the physical conditioning of Alexis Arguello, and Arguello scoring, but without the same snap that Costello had.
Arguello was also punching very, very wide, Tim. Victor Valley is yelling for Costello to punch in between, and that's exactly what he's doing, throwing nice short punches inside.
Arguello moving a little more slowly, still doing the stalking in his inimitable style, but with less conviction, it appears to me, in round 3. Under a minute to go.
Again, Tim, I think Arguello has to land the one big punch. I don't think he can outpoint Costello. There's no way he can outpoint this kid. Arguello's too fast. Costello's too fast, I should say, Tim. Hands are faster. Reflexes are faster.
Arguello, when he is landing, doesn't seem to have much sting on his punches. And Arguello with his mouth opening a little bit more. Under the 30-second mark we go. They've set a grueling pace.
Beautiful right hand over the jab by Costello, Tim. Fighting a very, very smart fight.
Good left again by Costello as we are in the final seconds of the 3rd round. Scheduled for 10.
Tim, anytime Costello wants to, he can land his punches.
Round number 4, scheduled for 10, live from Reno. Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy watching Billy Costello in white, who, as we look at our cards, has a comfortable lead over Alexis Arguello through the first 3 rounds.
Tim, at the end of the round, Costello went back to the corner like he was walking uphill. Very, very slowly. It seemed to be very tired.
Well, it looked like Arguello was tired, so we'll find out how the stamina holds up.
And if I said Costello, I meant Arguello went back to the corner.
Yes, he did.
Like he was walking uphill.
Yeah. Costello counter-punching out of the corner. Good body shot by Arguello.
Well, again, he should not stay on the ropes. That's the only time Arguello can get set to throw the big punch.
But does he have the big punch is my question mark. Oh, there it is. Right hand, right down the pipe.
It was answered. There's the big punch.
Billy Costello with Mills Lane counting over him. And he is up. Remember, he went down 5 times and has lost to Lightning Lonnie Smith before they stopped it in the 8th.
He got nailed, and he's hurt badly, Tim.
Alexis Arguello in round 4.
Well,
trying to finish him.
We mentioned that Arguello had to land a big punch, and he did.
Costello trying to survive over there, wobbly-legged, punching back, but Arguello keeping up the pressure, and they've stopped it in round 4. Mills Lane steps in, and Alexis Arguello with a 4th round stoppage of Billy Costello. A stunning turn of events, and Alexis Arguello at 33 years of age will continue his comeback, his dreams of winning a 4th world championship, and most importantly, a chance to get back on his feet financially. For Alexis Arguello, a dramatic victory, as it appeared that Billy Costello had all the best of it through the first 3 rounds, but one big punch by Alexis Arguello turned it around.
Tim, I mentioned that the only way Arguello could win was with the big punch, and here we'll see it again.
Well, have a look at that. Now, I was just questioning Arguello's power, and watch this.
Arguello was stalking him as he did through the entire fight, and there he nails him. They both threw right hands, and Arguello beat him to the punch. And when you get hit like that, Tim, it's tough to come back. There it is again, both throwing right hands.
Classic, classic right-hand punch that we have seen over 20 years from Alexis Arguello, and it was enough as Mills Lane then stopped the fight moments later. So we'll be back here from Reno, Nevada, but still to come on our CBS Sports Sunday, you'll see world indoor record holder Eamon Coughlin in the men's mile. You'll also see Billy Olson's record pole vault. That's all from the U.S. Olympic Invitational Track and Field Meet. And we'll be back here in Reno to talk to the winner here in just a moment at the Lawler Event Center. Stay with us on CBS Sports Sunday.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time. 1 minute, 42 seconds in round number 4. Referee stopping the bout, and the winner by way of knockout, the great Alexis Arguello.
Alexis? All right. Alexis, okay. Bill, let's go here. Alexis Arguello, a dramatic win for you. I know you must feel wonderful. I felt, and Gil Clancy did, that Costello had the best of you through the first 3 rounds. Were you confident that your moment would come to throw that famous right hand?
Well, I think what happened in the dressing room was what uptight me so much from the beginning. But then in the 3rd round, I started getting loose because my angriness came off me, you know. And I think that those things shouldn't happen because it really is against athlete's principle, those things. Because I do something that will never going to hurt anybody, because I'm well aware what could happen if I put some strange thing in my hand.
So you felt that your hand wraps were fair and legal?
Yes, sir. I've been fighting for 18 years, and I have never been questioned about my bandage, because I know what I do, because I've been bandaging my hand for over 15 years.
Well, all right, let's bring in Billy Costello. Billy, first of all, we're glad that you're up and all right, and you look good, and your eyes are clear and so on. So obviously you weren't badly hurt, but that was a big right hand, came from nowhere.
Yeah, he caught me. I lead with the right hand. He countered the right hand, caught me with the right hand. Good punch.
Billy,
great fighter. Great fighter.
We had
a great job. Costello was doing a great job moving, and you know, that right hand I never wasn't expecting, but I saw the opening and I conquered it.
We had you ahead through the first 3 rounds, Billy. You looked like you got more comfortable as it was going on until that one punch.
Yeah, he caught me. I lead with the right hand, like I said, and he countered me with his right hand. No bad feelings. A good fighter, great fighter.
It was a great show on CBS because really, Billy went all the way like a man. That's the way every athlete should be. Every boxer should perform in front of the camera because we have a live audience and we have to take care of them.
Well, all right. We congratulate both you former champions. Hopefully both still on your comeback trail. You're not thinking about going away, are you, Billy?
Well, I haven't thought about it.
All right.
I think you can do better than that.
All right, all right. Congratulations, boys. Remember, we are going to have more from the Olympic Invitational Track Meet coming up. John Tesh and company have lots more track meet excitement.